After you go through training, you do all of it, and you are flying up to the moon, coming down onto the lunar surface. Do you remember what you felt at that moment? I mean, we've heard from other people what they were doing, but I want to know how it felt to actually be there.
I mean, I'm different than the other guy?
Yeah.
Don't you know that fighter pilots have ice in their veins? We don't feel, we execute. You like that?
I do.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you think of my execution? I'm in favor of it.
Not that kind of execution. So we learn to live with unexpected things. Like I'm about to take off and the runway runs up against the drop-off. And about that time, beep, 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 flashing red light, the engine quit.
Mm-hmm.
Injection handle. But you don't worry about that while you're cruising down the runway. You might run over a rabbit or something like that on the runway.
Mm-hmm.
You wait with an open mind and a clear mind. Fear is a paralyzing emotion. It just encompasses your ability to think about other things, to be with it.
Gotcha.
Be here now with it.
So let's take you out of the airplane and put you into the lunar module, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're standing next to Neil.
We get in this way.
That way.
No, that's the engine.
You're given descent calls, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking out the window. You're conning him down. Any fear in that Apollo 11 landing for you?
I knew he could hear me. I remember in the simulation, the checklist had the communication set at PTT. Push to talk.
Push to talk.
Okay. Not VOX.
Voice operated, voice command.
Yeah, this guy's pretty sharp. So we were making a simulation, and I just thought that the guys out there ought to hear what we were saying to each other. So I flipped the switch to Vox.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they were impressed. They said, "That's wonderful. We heard you guys talking back and forth as you're coming down."
Four forward, just to the right a little, picking up some dust.
Yeah. Faint shadow.
Faint shadow.
About that.
Faint shadow.
Yeah, because the sun was behind us.
Yeah.
There you see it. Right.
There it is. Boom.
After you go through training, you do all of it, and you are flying up to the moon, coming down onto the lunar surface. Do you remember what you felt at that moment? I mean, we've heard from other people what they were doing, but I want to know how it felt to actually be there.
I mean, I'm different than the other guy.
Yeah.
Don't you know that fighter pilots have ice in their veins? We don't feel, we execute. You like that?
I do.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you think of my execution? I'm in favor of it.
It's fascinating. I remember very clearly, I think anybody who was alive at the time does. I remember my parents waking me up and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon.
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. So you associated what you saw with...
I have very hazy memories.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, but what we saw was we all were gathered around the old curved top radio and listened.
Talking about how many feet we were going to the left and right, and then I said, contact light, engine stop.
It was
and a few
exciting.
other things, and then Neil said, Houston, Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed.
That's just
Man, how about that?
That was very exciting.
Not a bad line, not a bad line, not a bad line.
Yeah.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So
At some point in the future, we'll look back and say, how did we do it without space?
Whatever to get me connected with you.
Space.
Trying not to listen when they tell me we'll never
Without
be
space.
standing forever. After all we have been
Without
through,
space.
hard for me to be tainted. Through it all, I've been patient,
space.
standing tall in the rain. And don't you know love is dangerous? Hard for me to be tainted.
we didn't
Through it all, I've
go
been
there,
patient, standing
we
tall in
didn't
the
go
rain.
there,
And don't you know love is
we didn't
dangerous?
go there, and because we didn't
Gotta
go
find
there,
my
I can say,
way
how
home.
did we do it without space?
'Cause I've been waiting too long. I
I can say,
thought
how did we
you
do it
would
without
move on,
space?
but I gotta say that you love with open